Good morning, fam. This your bank man, KC for L Wrestling Takes. Here to talk about AEW Homecoming. You see, this is exactly why I tell that clown every time. Get your behind on social media. Get your tail off social media. For real. Get off. Because you just make things worse, and then the moment you call yourself putting together a show, you go right back to being who I coined the name. I gave you this name. I call you Tony Prescott Khan. You are the Dak Prescott of pro wrestling. Mediocre like a mug. Decent quarterback in the regular season, but then when the postseason comes through, you always, as I always say, take the money. Listen, man, Homecoming was mid as heck, man. I knew the show was gonna be mid. I knew it. I already prepared myself. I said, yo, the show gonna be terrible. I knew the show was gonna be garbage. I already knew it. Didn't nobody have to tell me nothing. I knew the show was gonna be trash. It was like maybe 3 segments out the whole show I was actually cool with. And the only match I actually gave a crap about was the women's 8-woman tag team match. That was the only match I cared about because I was actually interested to see if Jamie and Britt was gonna put. Now I knew Mercedes wasn't coming. So these fools that would sit up here and say, oh, Sean Ross Sapp, and I'm like, no, Sean Ross Sapp never said anything about her pulling up. They said she is AEW bound, but as of right now, she won't be on that show. But people took that as he was saying that she was supposed to be pulling up. Goofy. So I wasn't expecting Mercedes at all yesterday. I was expecting either Jamie, a Britt, something like that. I just hate the way how Tony Khan opens his shows. You got the main champion Samoa Joe. Like I said, that's what you want to open your show with. You want to open your show with Samoa Joe and them cutting that promo, Swerve, Hangman, and then Hook. That's a great opener. Then after that, you want to go ahead and do Hangman versus Claudio. Fine, do that. He jumped right into it. And then, like I said, it's the way how he books his shows. He just does not give a care. Then he'll hop online and say he thought the show was great. No. That's why I say you need to get your tail off social media because you don't be doing nothing. Like I said, 1 week you do good, then the next week is hot garbage. I seen these AEW hardcore shields say, how come everybody always coming at AEW? I'm like, bro, because TK don't be knowing what he doing. He think, let me go back, let me make a WWE matchup hot as heck by putting my 2 cents on something. Well, I understand fans are coming against me because WWE do the same bull jive by having random matches that don't make a lick of sense and cats get championship shots that don't even deserve it. I get why he do what he do, but still, you need to take your behind, somebody need to take your phone, destroy it, and you need to get a writing team to help you come up with creative. Hot garbage. Homecoming was trash. Then you got the nerve to end the show with the cats who's supposed to be going against Sting and them. This is how we bring back the Young Bucks? That was it? That's supposed to be Sting and Darby's final match? Or Sting's last match against the Young Bucks? Trash. Absolutely trash. Just trash. I'm not for to sit up here and act like, no, it was trash. Garbage. Man, first Triple H give us a trash episode of Raw, and then Tony Khan turn right back around and do the same thing. I'm like, why? Stuff that things are not adding up. Random clowns wrestling each other. Why? Nothing's adding up. Wrestling TV is not for wrestling matches. Wrestling TV is for the wrestling storylines to be put together. So once the pay-per-views come through, cats will be like, all right, that's when all the wrestling matches go down there. But no, TK, he overwhelms his shows with wrestling matches that do not make a lick of sense. And guess what he decided to do? I knew it. When Ricky and Sammy Guevara was booked, I already knew what was happening. I said, guarantee you Ricky Starks is going to get pinned. I guarantee you. Like I said, I'm Ricky. Listen, soon as I lose them doggone tag team championships, I'm out the door. Now, the question is, more than likely, he's going over to the E. But I tell y'all all the time, it's just as bad as TK is when it's concerning us. You know dang well not to trust Triple H concerning our booking. I don't give a care what nobody got to say. So, it's kind of a jacked up situation because either way, even if he goes over to the WWE, I don't see him being booked decent at all. I see him being booked the same exact way as he being booked over here. But yeah, I already knew. I said, yeah, well, you know, Ricky getting pinned, which is stupid. The tag team champions getting pinned in non-title matches don't make a lick of sense. I don't give a care what nobody has to say. You want to establish, like I said, I hate to say it, man, but the AEW tag, I thought when Tony Khan had put the tag titles on, I said, okay, maybe TK gonna do something because he's trying to keep Ricky from leaving. Nope. Ricky has looked like a complete joke. A joke. A flat out joke. And then had the nerve to listen, I gotta get up. When we get there, we'll get there. So the opening match, Hangman versus Claudio, didn't give a rat's behind about it. Was it a decent match? Probably was. I really wasn't paying attention to it. Genuinely, I'm being 100% with you. Tony Khan in these random matches to open the show, I don't give a care. This does not interest me at all. It does not. I don't care how good the match was. It does not interest me at all. What the heck does Claudio and Hangman have anything to do with each other? Ain't leading to nothing. Nothing. Hangman won. Great. Then right after them, they had a little video package of Brody Lee. And, you know, like I said, he still missed. Listen, man, that boy, Luke Harper, is what he was known was when he was in the WWE. Man. Listen, he been, this will be 4 years since he's been gone, if I'm not mistaken. I believe 4 years since he's been passed away. But they showed a little vignette of him and everything. And right after that, we got that 8 men's tag team match. I didn't give a rat's behind about this match at all. All I know is Adam Copeland pinned one of the members of Gates of Acme. I didn't give a rat's behind about that. I said, this is what TK does. He can't just have one. He has to have two. The girls, I accepted the girls because to me that was the best match on the whole show. I would have kept the women's tag team. I'm not doing two. That's what I hate about Tony Khan. He does this. He do one. He got to do. No, you don't. No, you do not. The women. The reason why I was cool with the women is because I was assuming, okay, we probably gonna get the returns or something. Like, it makes sense for the girls to go. It does not make sense for the fellas. It genuinely don't. We didn't get no story progression with Adam, nothing. We got him caught up in a match. And Prince Devance, I thought him and Jose, I thought they was on heel mode. How the heck it's just random. Random. You ain't going nowhere. You're not exciting people. Except for the AEW hardcores. They love everything you do. AEW hardcores love everything you do. Trash. Absolutely trash. Then we get the best segment of the whole show. Samoa Joe come out there looking clean and sick. I called him Pastor Samoa Joe because that's what he looked like. He had on with that suit he had on. Came out there, confronted the fans and everything, and he talked about what this title is going to be. He said, I ain't finna be out here having open challenges and all that bull jive. He said, I defend my title on my own terms. Now, he say, for clowns that's going to be gunning for me, because obviously before I had got this championship, I was the hunter. Now I understand I'm the hunted. Clowns are gunning for me. Clowns want an actual shot at the title. Instead of hopping online, giving leaving a weak A comments, You come out here, you say what the heck you got to say, and guess what? I'm going to beat that behind or something like that. Next thing you know, who come out? Whose house? Swerve's house. All right, okay. Things are heating up. Swerve come out there looking like a boss. Meanwhile, Prince Nana out there with the shucking, the jiving, dancing. Yes, I said it. He got the Rick Ross coat on. Come walking up to him. He said, look, I want that championship, bro. Now, ain't nothing really personal between you and me, but things will get personal real quick. I'm just trying to tell you right now, because I want that. I want it. I done basically moved up to the next level, and that's what I want. Next thing you know, Heyman comes out of nowhere. I said, oh boy, I said, here come Heyman. Heyman gets in there. Swerve like, man, I thought I've been done with this clown. Like, what does this fool want? He come out, he get in his face, he get in Samoa Joe's face, and he say, I ain't letting you get nothing. I'm gonna win that championship before you do. So I don't know if they setting up a triple threat. I do not know. I don't know what Tony Khan has in store. I don't know. But like I said, had my intrigue. So after those bozos finish off, Samoa Joe was still standing in the ring. Next thing you know, here comes Mr. Hook, the guy that Tony Khan basically buried trying to go after doggone Jinder Mahal. And speaking of Jinder Mahal, he went on the bump. Basically, it's funny how he didn't even acknowledge Tony Khan, but he said, I find myself was trending. He talked about it. Hook came out there, walked around, got into the face of that man. He said, you got 1 week before I take that championship. I said, all right, boom, there he is. Main event. There's your main event. I didn't have a problem with that. I thought that segment alone was great. I said, all right, this is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I wish we would have opened the show. I told you all the time, those segments like these are what are supposed to carry the show, and everything is supposed to flow. When you open the show with trash matches that don't make sense at all, random garbage matches, it makes the show, it diminishes the show. It makes you feel like, what the clown am I watching? That's why I'm so glad that I don't really watch the show live all the time. I either wait, if I'm at home, I literally wait like an hour or two, and because one, I tell y'all all the time, I hate commercials. So I'm like, you know what? I already knew that the show probably gonna be mid and sec. I said, let me go ahead and do some other things first, and then I'll get, back to watching it or whatever. So after that, I believe we got, what else would he get? Because we got a couple of other matches. We got my man Brian Keith versus Roderick Strong. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I'm starting to notice a trend. I'm noticing the trend. I noticed that Tony Khan always go and get us to be the guinea pig anytime. In other words, we starting to become the enhancement talent for everybody. Don't matter if it's the men's or women's. I notice we are the enhancement talent. Every time I see Bounty Hunter, Mr. Brian Keith on my television, it seems like he always dropping out to somebody. That's all I see. And then I heard that Queen Amanta, I heard she just signed or whatever. I wish Tony Khan would go ahead and give her the doggone moniker like everybody else do. Like you know how everybody get that everyone is all elite moniker or whatever. I wish they might as well do that because they said she been signed for a little bit. Roger Strong beat the brakes off that man, and then unfortunately Adam Cole pretty much cut the same exact promo he did the previous week. So really nothing. And you got Wardlow standing there looking real silly. I'm like, I seen fools complaining online about this, talking about, well, it's like they not really understanding what's going on. Like, y'all understand what's about to pop off. They're trying to do their own version of what you call it, evolution. You remember what happened? Evolution. You remember what happened? They all started off as a foursome, but then later on, one by one, cats got kicked out. That's pretty much what they're doing. And Wardlow is supposed to be their version of Batista. That's basically what it is. That's what it's gonna come down to. There ain't nowhere in the world that man finna quote unquote win the championship just to hand it over to Adam Cole. That's not going down. It's not. We had Tony in the back, Mariah in the back, talk about Deonna Purrazzo. And Mariah asked Tony, like, hey, did you see my match? And she basically made up some bull jive statement. She pretty much said she did, but she made up some clown bull jive statement. And then she said this Deonna Purrazzo chick, whoever she is, we're gonna have a meeting. So obviously she wants an appointment with her next week. Later on, Deonna Purrazzo got an opportunity to talk with Renee, and she said, since that girl called me out, yeah, sure, I'll see her or whatever. But at the meantime, I got my debut coming, and I already knew it. I said, guarantee it's gonna be somebody black that she gonna job out. Sure enough, who was it? My main girl, Red Velvet. I said, man, Red Velvet is enhancement. I said, dang. I said, yep, you know the script. You know how the script move around there over in AEW land. It's the same exact way how things move over in WWE land. The same thing. I tell y'all all the time. Mainstream North America wrestling promotions have absolutely no clue how to book us. None whatsoever. I'm saying it right now. You're not going to hear this on nobody's channel, because everybody going to either shuck and jive for one company or shuck and jive for the other. I'm not doing that. I don't do that around here. I call everybody out regardless of what's going on. And I see the handwriting on the wall. I see it. So after all that, I believe we got, now I thought the women's was going to main event. No, they didn't main event. I thought the ladies was going to have the opportunity to main event. They didn't. We had a backstage segment with the Acclaim and Bullet Club Gold. Now, I guess they trying to get together and join forces or something. I'm like this. We should all know where this is going. It's going to be Bullet Club Gold versus the Acclaim for them doggone trios championships. I wish that's what they would be pushing for. That's what I kind of wish, instead of them trying to make them as some kind of 6-man group. I'm like that. That's kind of silly if you ask me. I'm like, we got them holding the trios titles and you want to make them some kind of 6-man. No, I get it. The fact that they all got jumped by the devil and his goons, but at the end of the day, Cat should be trying to put them championships on the line, and Cat should be gunning for it. That's what the whole point is, right? That's what I thought, you know what I'm saying? But nope, no sir. I can say this TK and this weird booking. But they said, hey, let's make some group, let's get together or whatever, and they said we'll think about it. That's basically what was that say. So we got the 8 women's tag team match, and I'm being 100% with you. I honestly enjoyed everything that happened. All the girls did work, and just to find out that Battle of the Belts 9, I guess Anna Jay is getting a shot against Julia. I think this is part 3 between the two of them. So the spot of this matchup was when all the girls on the good side flipped over the other girls, where they, you know how they do, they grab and they flip them over. That was the spot of that match. And then Anna Jay had tapped out. Who she tapped out? Oh, she tapped out Sky Blue. So I was like, you know what? Hey, nice little segment for Anna Jay. I was cool with that. Like I said, the women, like I said, I was more intrigued at what TK was doing with the girls. That was like my main focus. Like, okay, like let's see what's about to happen with the women. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, and after that, we was thinking, okay, like maybe somebody finna come out. No, nobody came out. Nobody. So then that's when everybody was online talking about some old Sean Ross Sapp and them. Like, no, Sean Ross Sapp never said anything about Mercedes pulling up. He did. He said that she's coming soon, but they didn't say anything about her possibly pulling up on Dynamite. You know what I'm saying? So what else took place? The Ricky Starks versus Sammy Guevara. I didn't give a rat's behind about this because I said, why are champions? Triple H do this at every wrestling promotion does the same thing, and you want me to care about your tag team champions? Your tag team champions mean nothing when you do this idiotic booking. I already knew it. And then the fact that Chris Jericho and Sammy got a shot for the AEW Tag Team Championships on Battle of the Bells 9, I'm like, I would have took a doggone contract signing, genuinely. Then if you wanted to do all that, but I guarantee you the reason why he didn't do that is because of what happened after the matchup. So after Sammy won, Ricky extended his hand to shake it, and Sammy, like a gullible baby face, he shook his hand. Next thing you know, Big Bill came out of nowhere, started beating the brakes off of Sammy. So then, Mr. Slick Tony Khan, because of the allegations against Chris Jericho, just had his theme song played the entire beatdown. It was like they were just beating everybody up throughout the whole arena, and that was basically it. And I said, so this is supposed to get me excited for their matchup or Battle of the Bells 9? This is the best you can come up with, Tony Khan? I didn't give a rat's behind about it. I just did it. After you had Ricky look like a complete joke, I'm supposed to be this. No, terrible. Absolutely terrible, terrible book. Terrible. Pathetic. And then the main event. Sting and Darby versus Takeshita and Will Hobbs. Word is, because of what happened, there was a spot towards the end of the match where Sting and Will Hobbs was up somewhere, and Sting tried to do a Scorpion Death Drop, and word is Will Hobbs may be out. Great booking, Tony Khan. Nice spot. Great. I didn't give a rat's behind about this match at all. I did. So after the matchups, Sting, Darby, and Ric Flair old behind was I listen, man. This just, it's not working, man. Tony Khan, you brought that old kook in. I don't care. I just, like, you making me not give a care about Sting's final run. I know Sting wanted him, but Ric Flair in the ring trying to take bump. No, Rick, your time has come and gone. Sit down somewhere. Nobody's trying to see you. We're not trying to see your old goofy behind. Nobody. Tony Schiavone hopped in the ring with them after they won. Sting pinned Hobbs. Tony Schiavone hops to the ring and he's talking to Sting about his final matchup and everything. And who comes out? That's right. The complainers. The guys who ran CM Punk off. Yes. I'm talking about the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks make their return, and they had these goofy looking, one had the white on, the other had the black on, and I said, so this is going to be Sting's final matchup? I say, this probably would have made a whole lot more sense if, I don't know, maybe Sting and Darby had the tag team championships or something. I mean, I maybe I probably could get behind it, but this doesn't, am I supposed to care? And guess what? We got 2.5 months of build up, because everything takes place on March the 3rd. Is March 6th or March or whatever. We got 2.5 months of build up for this. I was like, man, I said, this is a pathetic episode. I said, I knew it. I said, this fool is so inconsistent. He's inconsistent, man. 1 week, great. Then we come right back, turn right back around, and the show is hot garbage. Listen, and this idiot brought everything on himself. All the negative publicity that he tried to do by trying to go at these fools that can't shine his shoes, not focusing on bettering his product. He gives us a crap show, then gonna hop online and say, I thought tonight's episode was great. You's a clown. Tony Khan, you a fool. You are a complete clown. If you thought that was great. Trash booking. Stuff not making sense at all. No story development outside of Samoa Joe. Random matches that don't lead to nothing. Garbage. Hot garbage. Pathetic. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. I got to get the clown up out of here, man. Y'all know exactly what to do. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'll talk to y'all cats later. I'll let your boy.